Yeah, so I started in Ballinacaloo, and then when I went into secondary school, while I was in Munchins, played Junior Cup, and then I moved to Bows for a couple of years, played with Evan O'Connell in Bows, and then after that went to Senior Cup in Munchins, came out of school and joined Garryowen. So like I came in, I was training with the under-20s, so I was kind of, and there was only a few of us, we were mixed in with the under-19s, and then got a phone call from Brendan O'Connor saying, Cosy wants you to come up and train with the seniors on a Thursday. So I was like, yeah, sure, of course, I'm delighted. And then trained for one day, trained pretty well, and then they just kept asking me to come back, and started getting into the Garryowen team after that, and then was kind of like under a bit of pressure for the summer and stuff, with not getting picked for Irish 20s, but being close, being in camps. And then after that, Gar just kept telling me to stick with it and keep going, and eventually paid off and got into the academy then in October, November. Yeah, it is definitely a step up, but it's difficult, it's tough, but once, a few weeks into it, you kind of get into a groove, and it's kind of comes a lot easier, and everyone here is very welcoming and helpful, so it's not like, you never really feel like you're out of depth. Everyone is trying to help you in here, so if you're struggling with anything you need to ask, everyone is willing to help, so it makes it a lot easier to settle in. My dad was always a big influence in playing rugby, but also we got opportunities to be around other people who played for the country and stuff like that. So people like Brian O'Driscoll and stuff, I've been around a bit, and kind of he'd be an inspiration of mine as well, similar position. So it was kind of just being around them, and especially with my dad and stuff like that, it was kind of cool. I'm not really like a traditional kind of player, but I've tried to like inspire some of my game of other players, like people like Robbie Henshaw, people who are good ball carriers and good ball players as well at the same time. So that's kind of what my goal is. It was an unbelievable experience. Like, just when I got the call really late. It was a Thursday, the game was on Saturday, and Gar rang me, and I was getting a coffee with the lads, and he just rings me and goes, can you bring in your gear and come to training? We've got a captain's run, you're playing on Saturday. I was like, geez, this is crazy. And then just the feeling being around them on a game day, it's something that you haven't really expected or hadn't really felt before, and it was unbelievably cool. And all the coaches, all the players coming up congratulating you and making you feel like you're part of the team and you're definitely good enough to be there. Like, it's amazing. Yeah, I'd like to keep playing with Garryowen and hopefully keep them in 1A and get back from injury and get fit again. And then if the opportunity comes to play with the senior, the first team, then that would be amazing, and be really looking forward to that.